Hey guys, this is Mel, and I'm here to talk about The Flash episode 216, titled Trajectory, which premiered Tuesday, March 22nd, 2016 on the CW. So guys, we are back after a month of hiatus. Is so excited to be back. My throat is a little still healing. I'm still sick. So that's a downside, so I do apologize for the quality of my voice. Quick reminder, have not read the comics, so any thoughts, theories, predictions, anything like that, all come from what I see on the screen. So let's get started with the 10-minute clock, and let's begin. So something new that we learned in this episode, we see Barry trying to train to go faster. We see a little bit of the canyon training where he's trying to jump over a long distance gap. He doesn't make it at that time. But we see him very determined to try to become faster. We also see the Flash team trying to relax at a club, only to realize that there's another speedster in town and they're robbing people. So everyone believes it's the Flash because everyone only thinks that there's only one speedster in town. So now Barry's dealing with the public, thinking that he's now a petty thief. It turns out that Trajectory, the female speedster, is a result of taking Velocity 9 too much. So it's a result of the Velocity 9 addiction, and she seems to go a lot faster than Barry. And it turns out, that it's Eliza Harmon from Mercury Labs, a old colleague of Caitlin's, who she had consulted in trying to figure out how to work Velocity 9. Even though Caitlin didn't give her the whole formula, she only gave 3/8 of the formula. Eliza was able to reverse engineer it and create her own version. She got addicted to it. It seemed like she had a split personality because of the drug, or at least there was Eliza, and then there was the Trajectory, who was inside her head telling her to take it, you need it, and stuff like that. And Eliza treated Trajectory as a separate entity, it seems, because she kept on saying that it's not enough for the both of us and stuff like that. So it was a little interesting to see that part. But with Velocity 9, moments after she takes the injection, she runs away. Barry notices something off, and it's the fact that the lightning that she generates is slowly turning blue, and that is before she basically ran herself to death when she disintegrated at the speed she was given. And because of this, that leads Barry to think that maybe Velocity 9 is the result of what Zoom became, and which is why he's so much faster, and they only know that Jay Garrick took Velocity 9. So then this leads them to try to confirm whether Zoom is Jay Garrick, and Cisco does that through a few vibe visions that he gets. So the team is floored by that discovery. And then on a side note, we see Iris trying to clear the Flash's name against everyone thinking he's a petty thief, especially her editor-in-chief, Scott Evans. And trying to do this, the whole idea of dating Scott Evans, was brought up. And it seems that while she was shocked at first, she is thinking about the possibility. So that door has been opened. So what was the most shocking moment of the episode? The blue lightning, I'd have to say, is the most, when I'm looking back on it now, 3 hours later after watching the episode. It's the blue lightning that definitely stuck out to me, and the fact that the team now knows that the reason why Zoom is so fast is because of Velocity 9. But now because of Velocity 9, they know that he is dying because of the cell degeneration, and the reason why he wants Barry's speed is because his speed is what is going to cure that cellular degeneration that Jay Garrick was dealing with. So it's a whole bunch of stuff. At least now the team is caught up to the fact that we as the audience know that Jay Garrick is a Zoom. So at least they're caught up to speed on that. Though it seems that they confirmed in this episode that the Jay Garrick is Zoom. It's not the fact that it's his face that's Zoom, so it's they think it's the Jay Garrick name is associated with Zoom. So I guess we have to wait a little longer to see if that's actually the case. I'm waiting until Zoom actually states that his name is Jay Garrick, and then that would be my confirmation. So what was the most favorite moments of the episode for me? First one has to be that club scene. It was just so many different reasons. For one, you see the team getting to relax, have fun, and be just regular 20-something-year-olds. I think they're 25 at this point. So it's great to see that. It's even great to see Jessie bonding with the Flash team, and they even state that she was underage, and they still wanted to hang out with her like that. It was great to see them in the relaxed atmosphere. And then it was great to see Caitlin having a good time after losing Jay, grief, and all that. It was hilarious when Cisco was dancing. Oh my god. He cracks me up. I love him. So that was fun to see. Even Barry and Iris were having their own fun watching Cisco dance, and even bring up the fact that their doppelgangers from Earth 2 were married and wondering what they were doing and stuff like that. It was just great atmosphere, that club scene for them, after all the hard work they've been putting in with everything meta-human related. And then have Trajectory wrecked it, which was kind of like a downer, but at least we got that club scene, and it was fun, for sure. Next favorite moment has to be Cisco himself. His commentary is always going to crack me up. It's always perfectly timed, and it's just like, okay, so he had the drone comment when he uses the drones to have the safety net for Barry when he didn't make that canyon jump, and he says something along the lines of, to himself, why'd you have to bring those drones, Cisco? I don't know. You're welcome, everyone. So while he was lifting Barry to safety. So that comment was funny because it just shows Cisco. And it's like he thought of this, he was mocked for this, and then like it turned out they needed it type thing. There's also the comments about the crazy ones always naming themselves in regards to Trajectory. There's also his excitement when Barry actually makes the large distance leap later on to get to Trajectory, and it's just all of his little comments, and then his vibe visions and like his puns and stuff like that. I love it. Cisco is one of a kind, and I'm so glad that these comments aren't going to stop. So it's just, I love him. He's definitely probably always going to be one of my favorites, for sure. Next favorite moment has to be when the Flash team learns that Jay Garrick is Zoom, or at least the face of Jay Garrick, that they know is the man under the Zoom alias. So while it was a very emotional scene for them, or very earth-shattering, I should say, for them, I definitely liked how it happened and how it came about and how they came to the theory. Even Dr. Wells, he was like, I can't believe I didn't think of that. He's like, he wanted to like face palm himself from the looks of it. So there's that. So top 3 peeved moments. I only have one. It's the fact that Jessie left to go to Opal City. Like, I get it. She wants separation from her father. And after she found out just how far he will go to save her, it's kind of a little daunting for her. But I was hoping for Jessie to stay in town more, to bond more with the Flash team, to work with her father more. It's just, I wanted to see more of her interacting with the team, like we saw her in the King Shark episode. But now that she's leaving town, it's like, oh no. But we did learn something from Jessie. Apparently Earth 2 had different blood typing labels. Because, like, when she needed a blood transfusion and Wells was telling her what type of blood she was, Cisco was like, we don't have that here. So it's like, you're not speaking a different language. So it's like, it's another interesting thing that we learned through her about Earth 2. So what moment will I remember most as I look back on this episode? Oh my god. I swear I'm going to cough. Female speedster for one, and the fact that the team learned that Zoom has Jay Garrick's face. So at least now they're up to speed to what we figured out, or what we uncovered at the end of 215 a month ago. Alright, so random questions. First one. So there are 2 versions of Jay Garrick, right? I'm not mistaking. Like, the team was thinking it might have been a mirage thing that was happening, the speed mirage, but there's 2 versions of him, right? Because there's the version that is Zoom himself, and then there was the version that Caitlin fell in love with, who Zoom killed. So, plus also Zoom was carrying Jay Garrick, so it's like, it has to be 2 versions of him. And if that's the case, how is there 2 versions of him? Where are these 2 versions coming from? Different worlds? Different times? I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, have not read the comics, so I have no clue. Maybe it's explained in them. Maybe the creators of the TV show are going to change that part up so it's different from the comics. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below, please. I'd love to at least get some clarification on that. And next question. Will Jesse experience some of the Speed Force after receiving that injection of pure concentration of Velocity 9 that trajectory tested on her? They say that the blood transfusion got rid of all the Velocity 9 drug, but I'm wondering if some might have been left behind, or if it's gonna build up and recreate, there's the timer, recreate itself in Jesse. I know I've been hearing that Jesse was meant to become a speedster later on. Spoiler for anyone who's not read the comics like me, but I've read some rumors about that. Even some people were commenting in the comments for the sneak peek for this episode, where they were saying how Jesse could be getting trajectories of speed uniform and stuff like that. Kind of like how people made comparisons of when Thea got the Arsenal outfit and she became Speedy, types like that. Is that gonna happen at all? I'm wondering if that's gonna happen, especially now that she did get injected and was exposed to the Speed Force in some capacity. I'm just wondering what you guys thought about that. Last question. Did Jesse's wristband beep because of Barry while they were at the club, or was it because of Wally when they were at the club? Because a few times we see that Barry's the cause of the beeping, but then when she moves closer to Wally West, when she's meeting him at the club, and it looked like she was going to go for a handshake, her wristband beeps again. And I'm not sure if it's because Barry's standing beside her, or if it's actually because she's trying to go closer to Wally West. And again, I've been hearing rumors that Wally West is meant to be a speedster later on based on the comics, so I'm just wondering if that was meant to be as an Easter egg as well, something as a tie-in, or something like a breadcrumb to later on. But I don't know what you guys think about that. I just thought it definitely caught my notice for sure in that moment. So moving on to predictions. Based off the promo for 217, we see Barry traveling back in time. And based off of this synopsis, to help clarify why we think this, it's because we see Eobard Thawne again as he's posing as Dr. Wells. And we see Hartley Hathaway again as well. And we also see Eddie Thawne again. So it seems that Barry's going to try and travel to a time that happened in season 1. So sometime last year, he's going to travel back in time to try to get mentoring tips from Eobard Thawne about how to get faster, in hopes that it would help him defeat Zoom in that way, since he realized this episode that he's not going to cheat because everyone else is cheating when it comes to speed. So moving on to overall predictions. Well, good news, everybody. During this month hiatus, The Flash was renewed for season 3. It's super fantastic. It's great to see that this world is just going to continue on forward. I love it. So glad for that. Moving on to right now, though. So Barry's going to try to find ways to keep on getting faster, but now he's more determined to do it without cheating. So that's good to know. Also, I don't think this is the last we'll see of Jessie Wells. I hope we do see her again. Hopefully it's not when she's in trouble, like stuff usually happens for characters that leave, but who knows. Also, people, if you are fans of Supergirl, the Supergirl Flash crossover episode is happening this Monday, March 28th. During the Supergirl episode, we're going to see Grant Gustin reprise his role as Barry Allen in the Supergirl universe. So they're going to explain it in that episode that Barry's traveling from a different world. So we saw in 213 when he was traveling to Earth 2 during that tunnel of connection between them, we did see an image of Supergirl flying in the sky. So now we're going to see just how Barry was able to travel to the Supergirl world. So that is this Monday, March 28th, 8 p.m. on whatever local listing you have for Supergirl. You'll see Barry Allen being played by Grant Gustin. So I'm super excited for that. I just can't wait to see it. I hope that we see a reference of that visit in 217, hopefully. But we'll just have to see. And that's about it, guys. So what did you think of the episode? Was it what you expected? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. Also, guys, if you want more information, whether it's promos, web clips, sneak peeks, episode synopses, GIFs, quotes, anything like that, check out my Tumblr page. Link for that will be down below, both for this episode specifically and for any tags related to The Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. That whole universe you find down below. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Sorry for my voice going in and out and how I randomly cough out a few times. I'm still trying to get over this cold, but I really wanted to post. So I hope you guys tune in next week to see what I have to say about the episode. And I'll probably talk about the Supergirl crossover briefly. But yeah, so until then, this is Mel. Wish you all a great day, great week, wherever you are. Till then, bye for now.